Hi, my beautiful tribe. This is Jules. I hope everybody's doing great. So this is going to be a reading for the Divine Feminine, and I'm going to be using the Divine Feminine Oracle deck by Megan Watterson, and I'll be reading this the card that I get from the book, and then I'll continue on with the reading. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what we have here for the Divine Feminine. Can get two more shuffles. What message do we need to hear today? Okay. Just give me a card for the feminine. Oh, that was quick. Lala. Okay. Lala. And it says the saint of spoken words. Every word I say becomes a prayer. I am the author of my own story. I was watching a YouTube. I watch more YouTube than I watch television. And I cannot remember who it was exactly, but it was talking about like the spoken word. How it started with, God, like at the beginning, it was about the logos, the spoken word. And how everything that we say becomes our, just like it says right here, almost like that prayer. But it's like it is a spell. Whatever that comes out of our mouth, our mind, is because it's coming from the heart. And it is a representation of who we are. Okay? So if we are speaking in, let's say, like light language, that is what is coming from our heart. So we have to be very mindful of whatever it is that we say, when we say it, how we say it, and where are those thoughts coming from. I'm going to go ahead and read it from the book because I don't know Lala. It's spelled Lalla. Lala. Okay. Number 100. 100. Okay. Page 100. Okay. So that is Lala. And it says Lala embodies the potency and power of our words to create our own reality. Lala, Lal Del, or Lalashwari, was a Kashmiri mystic and poet who lived in the 14th century. She was married at the age of 12 but was extremely unhappy as a wife. She left her home at the age of 24 to take sannyasi, renunciation, and became a Shaivati, a devotee of Shiva. Lala walked the streets naked, dancing and reciting her love poems to the divine. She wore only the makings of her devotion to Shiva on her forehead. Lala is the creator of a mystical form of poetry called Vox, Vakhs, which means speech or voice. The verses of poetry that she spoke are considered the earliest compositions in the Kashmir language. Her words reflect the spiritual truth of non-duality that she realized as a mystic. Above temple and below idol, are one. With her poetry, she found the unity in all things and the freedom that follows. I, Lala, entered through the door of the garden of my mind and saw Shiva and Shakti united into one, O joy. There I became immersed in the lake of nectar and died even while I was still alive. What can what can death do to me now? The Kashmir language is filled with her sayings. She is known as a prophetess, a saint, even an avatar. Although illiterate, she used the inherent power of her every word to transcend duality and enter a state of blissful union with the divine. Okay, so when your soul selects this card, words have the power to shift our reality or to continue to reinforce it. So like I said, let's be very mindful of what we speak. Louis Hay, founder of Hay House, turned to me during a dinner party, looked me right in the eye and declared, every word you say is an affirmation. Yes, every word you say is an affirmation. Okay? This is perhaps one of the most crucial spiritual lessons to remember. If we are not separate from the soul, and if the soul is not separate from the divine, then we have the power to co-create our life. Those are wise words, very wise. Lala is the invitation to pay close attention to each word we say to ourselves within, and to the words we say about ourselves to the people we love. She is the acknowledgement from the soul that our every sentence is a prayer. If we want more love, more light, more of that joy and freedom that expands our capacity to be present in the world, then Lala reminds us that we can become the author of our own reality right now. We can speak our desires into being. Lala is the reminder that we are so powerful that changing the words we use to describe ourselves can change the trajectory of our lives. We can choose to focus our attention on each I am statement and say. And if we can infuse our lives with the nectar that comes when we act on the truth that we are not separate from the divine. I like that what Louis Hay said. Louis Hay said, every word you say is an affirmation. Okay. Every word you say, divine feminine, is an affirmation. So be very mindful of what comes out of your mouth and also what you're saying to yourself. Even if it's not spoken, it is a dialogue. Okay. So let's go ahead and see what we have here for the divine feminine. Okay, I'm going to be pulling 6 cards. What should we be mindful of? Now we have death. Okay. What can we incorporate? 5 of Swords. Interesting. What has to be released? The 8 of Swords. How can we honor ourselves? The Lovers. Guidance. The Sun. Beautiful. And most potential outcome. King of Wands. Okay. All right. Oh, boy. So the first card, what should we be mindful of? We have death. I feel like there are some things that we are releasing, we are letting go of some things. We should be mindful of those things that if we cannot transform them, let them go. And maybe there are things that are trying to hold us back. And we should use a lot of like discernment when it comes to the things that are ready to be released, the things that have to die, the things that we need to let go of. Okay. What can we incorporate? We have the Five of Swords. And to me, the Five of Swords is like false statements. And what I'm getting right here, because of the Five of Swords, like I said, it's like, to me, it's like a false statement. It could be arguments. It could be, like things that are not true, right? We should be very, I would say, mindful as well with that Five of Swords of the things, like I was saying before, the things that we say to ourselves. Because there could be things, the fact that we have death and the Five of Swords, there could be things that we are saying about ourselves. Maybe we're not saying this to like other people, but we are saying those things to ourselves. And those things are not true. They're not coming from a good space. What do we need to release? The Eight of Swords. We are not trapped. The Eight of Swords talks about feeling trapped, stuck in a situation. We are not stuck, okay? We need to release that, let that go. We need to have more faith in ourselves. Maybe we are lacking some of that faith with that Five of Swords. We don't believe in ourselves. Okay, so just being very mindful of those things that we are saying to ourselves. Okay, how can we honor ourselves? The Lovers. We are lovable, whether you have a partner or not. Feminine. Whether you have a partner or not, it doesn't matter. This is not about someone else. Anytime I see the Lovers, I see two people, obviously. But in this case, I'm not talking about anybody else. This is you and your lover, your inner lover. You are lovable. You are worth it. Many years ago, I used to journal a lot, and I haven't journaled very much in the past couple of years, but I used to journal all the time. And something that came to me, and it became almost like my mantra, it was during my journaling, I got something that said, I see you, I accept you, and I love you. And furthermore, I am here to hold you. That is the Lovers. I love you, I accept you. And furthermore, I'm here to hold you, you know? Even if we don't have someone holding ourselves, okay? Or if you have someone, obviously, knowing that your person, your beloved, is an extension, okay, of the love from the divine, okay? Guidance, we have the Sun, be happy, be joyful. You are radiant. Oh my God, you are radiant, beautiful. If you don't know this song, I would encourage you to look it up, Divine Feminine. The name of the song is I Am Radiant. and it is by Peruquis. I think it's spelled, I'm going to butcher this, Peruquis. I think that's how it's spelled, Peruquis. And the name of the song is I Am Radiant. And it is, if you don't know Peruquis, and you are on the path of the divine feminine, you are going to love this woman. She honors the divine feminine very, very much. And the outcome, we have the King of Wands. And the reason that I'm smiling is because that King of Wands looks like a woman. Powerful, potent, strong. Oh, powerful, very powerful. Okay, so let's go ahead and start doing this. I feel that there are some ideas or beliefs that we are saying to ourselves, and we need to let them go. Okay, so let's go ahead and start clarifying this. I'm going to start with death. What should we be mindful of? Some things that we need to release, let them go. Let them go. Show me death. Perhaps, feminine, something has run its course, and that thing is trying to exit. So let's see what this is all about. Three of Swords. There's pain, obviously. With death, there's pain, right? Four of Cups, disappointment. And Ten of Cups. Okay, I see there is a Ten of Cups. Ten of Cups is not a partner. Ten of Cups is anybody that is in our inner circle. It could be family, it could be friends, it could be our beloved, it could be someone that we are very close to, people that have our backs, people that we know they have our love and support, and vice versa. That is the Ten of Cups, okay? And I see there is an ending to someone here. An ending. It could be a partner. I don't know. I don't see this as a partner. It could be a partner. But there is the pain and the disappointment. It's like, oh man, this is not what I had expected. And this is something that is trying to exit, feminine. And maybe because of the ending of this, let's call it a relationship. I don't know what type of relationship it is. But because of the ending of this relationship, there could be thoughts that we are saying to ourselves. I'm not worth it. I am not lovable. You see what I'm saying? Like, this is where this reading is taking me. The fact that this relationship has come to an end, the best thing that we can do, feminine, is be grateful that it happened and give it our blessing as it exits. This is something that I told my goddaughter a couple of years ago as well, maybe a year ago. And whenever we enter relationships, we enter on the red carpet, and we want to make a great impression when we enter relationships. But I think it's just as important to exit relationships on the red carpet, okay? If this is something that has run its course and it's time to it's time to go, then give it your blessing and walk away with grace. Be thankful for the experience and try to get the lesson from this. Okay? And the fact that this ended, it doesn't mean it doesn't say, it doesn't mean that you're not lovable. I don't know the circumstances for this ending or why it happened. But the way that I'm feeling it is it ran its course. It did. Okay? Show me the Five of Swords. This is what the position that I have is what should we incorporate. We have the Five of Swords, but in this case, it's like there is a false belief. There is a false belief that we need to get rid of, right? It's not true. That Five of Swords is not true. The Hierophant. Interesting. The Chariot. And the King of Wands. I really like this a lot. Oh man. Whew. I really like this a lot. We have two major arcana, and then we have the King of Wands. And I see that King of Wands here as your outcome. Okay? Like I said, a lot of power when it comes to the King of Wands. The Hierophant to me is our higher self, is our spirit. It's that part of us that gives us the okay, the permission, allows us to do things. It's our beliefs, right? And maybe there is a false belief that we have that we cannot move forward, that we cannot find love in the future, that there is like, oh, I lost this one, I'm not going to find someone like it again. That is a false belief, because here the Hierophant is like giving us it's giving me the impression that there is so much more. There is so much more as we move forward. Like I said, with the Chariot, as you are walking away, as you are moving forward, okay? Do it with grace. And the Chariot is Cancer energy. Very loving, very kind. Be grateful. Like I said, be grateful for the experience, for the relationship. And move forward. With love and the willingness to remain open. Okay? You're killing it. I mean, here we have the King of Wands. Okay? But there is a belief that is kind of like on top of this. Okay? That Five of Swords is like, we don't believe that. Okay? So what we need to incorporate is what this Hierophant is telling us. This is our belief. We have the power to move forward. We have the power to conquer this. We have the power to overcome. We have the power to, and be in a good, loving, kind, and open heart to keep moving forward. Nothing is going to delay us. This belief right here that we can't do this is false. Okay? It is that belief that now that this person has exited our lives or this relationship came to an end, It's like, oh man, I'm not gonna find love again. That's not true. Okay. Show me that eight of swords. This is something that has to be released. Like I said, with the Eight of Swords, we feel like we're stuck and that we I feel entrapped, right? We need to release that. Judgment is our call, right? Nine of Swords, the Ace of Wands. Part of our lesson, feminine, with the Judgment, part of our lesson is to let go of unnecessary worry. Okay? And I'm saying unnecessary because the Eight of Swords, we feel that we are stuck, but we are not. This is a mental, right? We are not stuck. We just have to become aware of what is going on and which one is the way out. We just have to remove that denial. We need to remove that idea that we are stuck. And there is a lesson in that. There is a lesson that comes with this. We have that Judgment. Believe in yourself, believe in your fire with that Ace of Wands. That Ace of Wands is that King of Wands ace, right? There is a fire within you that is your guide, feminine. It is your guide to take you out of that Eight of Swords. So you could be blindfolded and feeling like, oh, I don't know the way out, I'm stuck. Well, listen to that desire, whatever that is. What is that thing that is prompting you to move forward? Listen to that. Pay attention to that. Get out of this state of mind, oh, I'm stuck and I don't know what I'm going to do now. No. You have the answer here. But if we are going to worry about feeling stuck, then we are not going to be able to listen to that Ace of Wands. That Ace of Wands is that fire. It is the motivation. It is the desire. It is the passion. It is that energy that gives us that power to like move, right? What is in your spirit? Something is tapping in your spirit. Something is calling your name. Something is whispering. Listen to that. But in order to listen to that, you need to shut this down. That Nine of Swords. Worry, anxiety. We need to release that. Because there is something that is trying to talk. That Ace of Wands is trying to communicate. And that is part of your lesson with Judgment. It is your call. You make that decision. Okay? We need to release this. Release the anxiety and listen to that inner voice. Listen to that passion, to that desire. That Ace of Wands. Okay? And like I said, that is the King of Wands ace. Be mindful of that. Pay attention to that. Okay? I see a lot of fire here. A lot of fire. So, you could have a lot of fire in your chart. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. It doesn't have to be. But I see a lot of like leadership here. And there's a lot of drive within you, feminine. A lot of drive. But there are some false beliefs that you have that are keeping you Okay. How can we honor ourselves? We have the Lovers. How can we honor ourselves? The Devil. Oh man. The Two of Cups. That's interesting. And the Queen of Pentacles. When I see the Devil with the Lovers, to me that is unrequited love. It's like, oh darn it, you know. How can we honor ourselves? There is a Two of Cups. Well, the Two of Cups came with the Lovers and the Devil. Okay. Okay. I mean, there's a relationship here. Okay. There is a relationship for sure. I was trying to stay away from relationships, right, in this reading, but there is a relationship. It keeps showing up, right? And like I said here with death in that Ten of Cups, is coming to an end, okay? And I said, I don't know why, and I said it could be any relationship. I mean, family, friends, it could be anybody, right? With the Ten of Cups. The Ten of Cups is everybody. To me, the Two of Cups plus the Lovers, this is definitely a partner, okay? Somehow, for some reason, I don't know why, it's like unrequited. Like, what happened here? Like, we were in a relationship and then all of a sudden just like we're feeling like we're the only one here, you know, we're the only one that has feelings in this relationship. Like, what's going on here, right? Regardless of this relationship, and I feel like this is that relationship that is coming to an end, regardless of this relationship, which is obviously unrequited with the Devil, right? We have the Queen of Pentacles. Now, the Queen of Pentacles, to me, the Queen of Pentacles is a caretaker. She takes care of her pentacle. She takes care of her pentacle because that pentacle is important to her. It means something to her. And that pentacle is like she had to earn it. She had to work for that. You know, that's why she appreciates that pentacle and she takes care of that pentacle. And usually when I see the pentacle, the Queen of Pentacles, I always see like what is the card that is next to that queen. And it tells me that that card is that pentacle. So in this case, her pentacle is that Two of Cups, is that relationship. It's like, I love this relationship. I take care of this relationship. I honor this relationship. And that is true. Even if it is unrequited love, I guess it's pretty much like what I was saying before. Like, okay, fine. I respect that. I'm still walking away on that red carpet. Like honor that relationship for the teaching that came from that, because there is a teaching behind this devil, right? The devil is something that we don't want to look at, but he's there to show us something, Okay, a lot of like Saturn energy when it comes to the devil, and is one of our greatest teachers. The devil is, a lot of people fear the devil. Don't, 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 don't fear the devil. The devil is one of the best teachers we can have. Okay, face those fears. What is it that this devil is showing you about that relationship? What is it that this devil is telling you about that relationship? Okay, what is it? It might hurt. We might feel scared. We don't want to look at it. But once we overcome that fear, and once we are like, okay, show me. I want to see. I want to know what is coming from this. I want to honor whatever this relationship is teaching me. I want to take care of whatever it is that I need to take care of with that Queen of Pentacles. Look at it. Okay? It's like grabbing the bull by the horns. Once you grab the bull by the horns, you're in total control of that bull. Okay? And don't let go. Look into that devil and look into those eyes and be like, okay, what is it that you're trying to show me right here? And how can I honor myself in doing that? Okay? I can already tell you right now, like I said, walk away on the red carpet, okay? But also the Queen of Pentacles, she honors herself. Before she honors anything or anybody, she honors herself, because she knows that if she is in a good place, she can take care of things herself, okay? So like I said, regardless of what happened here, regardless of whatever those voices in your head are telling you, because those voices is that devil energy. I promise you that. Okay? But like I said, listen, pay attention to what you're saying, and there is a lesson there behind all of this. But remember that regardless, it's okay to listen to those voices, know where they are coming from. They're coming from that devil energy. Thank the devil for the lesson, because it's one of our greatest teachers. But remember that there is a flame in your heart. Okay? And that flame is burning. Okay? Keep that in mind. How can we honor ourselves? What is the devil teaching us? What is this relationship teaching us? And no matter how hard it is, it's a pill that is hard to swallow. I've done it many times. But it must be done. And let's learn the lesson so we don't have to come back to this lesson in the future. Okay? Guidance. We have the sun. Remember that song that I told you about? I'm Radiant. It's the sun. I'm Radiant by Peroquis. In fact, I'm going to see if I can leave that song in my comments. Okay, show me the sun for the feminine. This is the guidance. The Wheel of Fortune, the Ten of Wands, and the Queen of Swords. What I'm getting from this with the Wheel of Fortune and the Ten of Wands, we are reaching the end of that cycle with the Wheel of Fortune. There is a cycle that is coming to an end, right? And that cycle was a heavy one, a difficult, very difficult cycle. And we have the Queen of Swords right here. The Queen of Swords, and what I'm getting from this is what I'm getting is what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. You have become, well, this is the guidance. You have, yes, you have become wiser, smarter, more discerning, okay? There was like I said, a lesson here, right? And this lesson has transformed you into someone that, in a way, is almost like when they show like a tiger has earned their stripes, you know. You have earned your stripes. This is a cycle, and it's coming to an end. Like and like I said, like what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Be happy for that. This is your guidance. Be happy for that, because this sun right here is illuminating your mind. And like I said, you have become a wiser person, male or female, regardless. This is divine feminine reading. It's not just for women. But honest, truthful, discerning, wise. Tougher. The Queen of Swords is very tough. She's tough. She's a tough woman. She's got the sword. Whatever doesn't work for her, she cuts it off and she moves on. She's not going to entertain anything that is not for her, that is not within her own truth. Okay? Obviously, there is a relationship right here that does not honor you. And it's time to let it go. That's what the Queen of Swords would do. She would cut it off, count her losses, but at the same time, she is smart enough, wise enough to know that this relationship does not define her. And no matter what those inner voices are telling her, she's very capable. And she's strong. And what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. This is not going to kill you. Feminine is not going to kill you. But it's making you a stronger, much, much stronger person. You're earning the stripes. So we could be going through a moment right now, a very difficult moment. And we are having a hard time believing ourselves. But whatever you do, feminine, be mindful of the things that you are saying to yourself, because your words are spells. Most potential outcome, we have the King of Wands. Yep. That King of Wands grabs that wand and he's going. He's going because he is a leader. He's a go-getter. He's on a mission. Eight of Pentacles. Death and justice. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I see you, feminine, extremely, extremely. Like I said, the King of Wands, he's on a mission. He's got somewhere to go. He's a leader, a go-getter, a trailblazer. He doesn't, you cannot stop him. You can't, okay? He is on a mission, and with that Eight of Pentacles, he cannot, like this, like they're focused, focused, focused. You know, like this King of Wands is not taking any distractions at all. I see you like that. You are going to be like extremely focused on, like, okay, if it's done, it's done. Let it die. Let it go, right? Let it go. But we have justice. You are on a mission to, this is what I see as your outcome, to like make things right for yourself. To honor yourself. Like the things that were not, like if the scales were not balanced, you are going to be like, oh no, hold on, I need to balance some scales right here, okay? This has to go, let it go, and let me go ahead and balance the scales. I don't see you holding grudges or anything like that. I don't see you like seeking revenge or anything like that. I don't see you doing anything. It's like your focus is not even on anybody outside. It's just like nobody is here, right? But I see you just like, it's like, watch me, you know, because it's like all of those things that maybe I neglected about myself, or all of those things that I didn't pay attention to, or all of those things that didn't matter to me in the past. Now, all of those things, I'm going to honor them. I'm going to pay attention to those things, and I'm going to balance those scales. Because obviously, right here, where we are right now, with this ending, that Five of Swords giving us bullshit. The scales are not very balanced, and you're like, oh no, hold on. Let's just go ahead and put them where they need to be. So you are seeking your own like righteousness. And like I said, it's not about seeking revenge. It's not about anybody. It's about like, where do I need to honor myself? How do I need to respect myself? How do I need to stand up for myself? Where did I neglect myself? Where did I let myself go? That's where I see you going. Okay? Very focused on those things. And whatever has to go, let it go. I don't see you becoming attached to anything. But I really see you like taking those lessons and applying them. Making sure that you, at the end of the day, at the end of every day, You can look at your day and be like, how did I honor myself today? How did I fail myself? How can I make it better? How can I make it up? Okay? You are the captain of your own ship. And that's where I see you being focused. Like this ship right here, I'm going to fix it. I'm going to take care of this ship right now. Anything that is trying to sink the ship, it's got to go. And I'm going to fix it. I'm going to make it the way it's got to be. Honor it, right? I see you doing that. So yes, I see that you are going through a period, feminine, in which you're doubting yourself. And there are some things that are keeping you, you know, very, like you're not honoring yourself. Especially with that devil energy in the lovers, like unrequited. This is a relationship that meant a lot to you. Very strong relationship. But we have to remember that the way that we honor ourselves is the way that other people will honor us. And like I said, this devil right here is teaching us a lesson. If this person right here is not honoring, respecting, or loving us the way that we need to be loved, respected, and honored, it's because we are not doing it ourselves. And that's where I see you right here, making wrongs right, seeking justice, not from anyone, from yourself. Okay, I want to get, yeah, where is that deck? Yes, okay. This is called Journey of Love. And I'm going to have to read it from the book as well. So let's see if there's anything else that Spirit wants to tell us. Just remember that your words are powerful. And remember to honor yourself through your affirmations. The words that you speak and the dialogue that you are holding, or like the dialogue within yourself. We have number 62, and it says the choice. Number 62, the choice. Okay, 62. I love reading the feminine. Oh God, I love it. Because like this is, for me, reading the feminine is how I take a deep look within myself. To me, like when I'm reading the feminine, all of this that I'm reading is for the feminine. It includes me as well, okay? And to me, it is like a window into our soul where we can just like look at ourselves and be like, how do I need to do this? What am I missing? What do I need to know? Okay. So we have the choice. I don't want to read. Okay, yes, I'm going to read it. It says, there is a choice that you need to make, feminine. You are aware of it already, or it is coming to your awareness very soon. I feel like that awareness is that devil energy. I said, this is a teacher. Pay attention, right? Embrace the unknown and say yes. You have the opportunity to enrich your world, to receive and therefore be able to share much more. If anxiety, which I saw it right here with that Nine of Swords, or fear arises, guilt or shame, Treat it as the cleansing of your emotional waters as they receive so much more inflow from the divine ocean. Let the old layers rise to the surface of your awareness and be washed away. What seems to be so much in the context of your own emotional waters is not so much at all when compared to what the great ocean is capable of holding. So let the divine ocean take the old, right? Washing it away from you and replenishing you with the new, that you may serve life all the better. This oracle brings you guidance. It is safe to choose now. There is no wrong choice. You have a choice that resonates with your heart. That is that Ace of Wands, whatever that happens to be. If it is challenging you, that is an opportunity for you to let the divine cleanse and lift you into the vibration where you feel at peace with your choice. Where can you accept the grace it will bring to you? Do this now. It's your time to step up. Make your life easier on yourself and open to love in a more trusting way. Come now, the divine is calling you to play. Beautiful. And then here it says, our lives are measured in choices we have made along the path we call living. Each compass point a possibility, each step an opportunity, seemingly random. Each decision moves us inexorably in a direction, both unknown and yet somehow familiar. For upon reflection, the strength we find in choosing, or the surrender of letting all unfold, leads us to the place we started from when we made the first choice, to be here again. So that is your reading, feminine. I hope it helps and it finds you where you need to be found. I thank you all so much for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will talk to you soon, okay? Take care, feminine. Bye-bye.